Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Real English with Mike and Lily. I'm Lily.
And I'm Mike.
Today, we're learning English through a real conversation about how to stay focused when working.
Perfect. Because I definitely need help with that one.
Ha! Why do you say that?
Because this morning I sat down at my desk at 9, and by 9:15 I was watching videos of dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah, small dogs in sweaters.
Okay, that's very specific.
I know, right? I don't even know how it happened. 1 second I'm opening my email, next second I'm 15 minutes deep into dog sweaters.
That's so relatable, though. Our brains just kind of wander off.
Exactly. Is there an English word for that? For when your mind just leaves the room?
Yeah, we say zone out, like I zoned out during the meeting.
Zoned out. Okay, so this morning I zoned out on dog videos.
Well, that's one way to use it.
Can I ask, does this happen to you too? Or are you just naturally focused?
Oh, definitely happens to me. Nobody's immune to it.
Really? You seem so put together though.
Aha, thanks. But no, actually, let's back up. Tell me about your whole morning. What time did you wake up?
6:30. Alarm goes off. I hit snooze twice.
Twice, huh?
Yeah, don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I hit snooze at least once every day.
Okay, good. I feel better. So 6:50, I actually get up. I make coffee, kind of rush through breakfast, and then I'm out the door for my commute by 7:30.
And how's the commute? Do you use that time for anything?
I usually just scroll my phone, which, now that I think about it, might be part of the problem.
What do you mean?
Well, by the time I get to work, my brain already feels kind of scattered, like it's already jumping between 50 different things before I even start working.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. So you're already distracted before the day even starts.
Exactly. And then I sit down, open my laptop, and my brain just wants to keep doing that same jumping around thing.
Right. So it's like your phone in the morning is kind of training your brain to expect constant new stuff.
Huh, I never thought of it that way. That's kind of scary.
It's pretty common, though. A lot of people say the same thing.
So what's the fix? Just don't use my phone in the morning?
That's one option. Some people do a phone-free first hour.
A phone-free first hour? Okay, that sounds hard.
It is hard at first, but let's come back to that. I want to hear about the rest of your morning at work. What happens after the dog videos?
Okay. So after I catch myself, I feel kind of guilty, and I try to power through my task list.
Power through. Nice. That's a great expression. It means to push forward with effort, even when it's difficult.
Right, so I power through my emails, and I actually get a good 30 minutes of real work done.
That's great, though. 30 minutes of focused work is actually solid.
It felt good, but then my coworker messaged me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just a quick question, she said.
There's no such thing as a quick question.
Exactly. 20 minutes later, we're talking about her weekend trip.
Ha, classic. So that's another distraction. Interruptions from people.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't want to be rude and ignore her.
No, of course not. But there's a difference between being kind and being always available.
What do you mean?
Well, you can be a friendly, warm coworker and still protect your focus time. It's not one or the other.
Okay, but how? Like, practically?
A lot of people use something like, "Hey, can I get back to you in 20 minutes? I'm in the middle of something."
Oh, in the middle of something. I like that phrase.
Yeah, it's really natural. It just means you're currently busy with a task.
Got it. In the middle of something. I'm definitely going to use that.
So, morning recap. Phone scrolling on the commute, dog videos, a good chunk of focused work, then an interruption from your coworker. What happened next?
Lunch happened. Finally.
How was lunch?
Honestly, the best part of my day. I went out, got some noodles, sat outside for a bit.
That sounds nice. Do you feel like lunch helps your focus afterward?
Kind of. But also, after lunch, I get really sleepy.
Oh, the afternoon slump.
The afternoon slump, yes. That's exactly it. Around 2 o'clock, my eyes just want to close.
That happens to basically everyone. It's actually kind of biological. Your energy naturally dips in the early afternoon.
Wait, really? So it's not just me being lazy?
No, not at all. It's a real thing. A lot of cultures even have afternoon naps because of it.
Huh, I did not know that. That actually makes me feel a lot better about myself.
Ah, good. So what do you usually do to deal with the slump?
Honestly? More coffee!
And does that work?
Sort of. It helps for like 20 minutes, and then I crash even harder.
Yeah, that's a common pattern. The coffee gives you a quick boost, but then there's a drop afterward.
So what should I do instead?
Some people go for a short walk instead of more caffeine.
A walk? During work hours?
Yeah, even 5 or 10 minutes. It gets your blood moving and kind of resets your brain.
Huh. I always thought walking away from my desk meant I was wasting time.
I used to think that too, honestly, but it's actually the opposite. If you push through when you're exhausted, you end up working slower anyway, just staring at the screen.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's literally what happens. I call it fake working.
Fake working. I love that, where you're technically at your desk, but nothing is actually happening.
Exactly. My eyes are open, my hands are near the keyboard, but my brain has left the building.
That's such a good way to put it. Okay, so afternoons are tough for you because of the slump. What about focus problems that aren't about tiredness?
Oh, notifications. Notifications are my enemy.
Tell me more.
So every time my phone buzzes or my laptop shows a little notification bubble, I just have to check it, even if I know it's not important.
That's such a common one. It's almost like an automatic reaction at this point for a lot of people.
Right, and here's the annoying part. Even if the notification is nothing, like a spam email, it still breaks my focus. And then it takes me a while to get back into what I was doing.
Yeah, that's actually backed by research. Getting back into a task after an interruption isn't instant. It can take several minutes to fully refocus.
Several minutes? For like a 2-second notification check?
Yep, which is kind of wild when you think about how many notifications we get in a day.
Okay, that's honestly a little terrifying. So what's the solution? Turn off all notifications?
For some people, yes, at least during focused work blocks. Some people call it a do not disturb mode.
Do not disturb. I've seen that on my phone, but never really used it on purpose.
Try it sometime, even just for an hour. It's kind of amazing how different it feels.
I'll give it a shot. Okay, can we talk about evenings now? Because that's actually where things get messy for me.
Sure. What happens in the evening?
So by the time I finish work, I'm mentally exhausted, and I always tell myself I'll do something productive at night, like read or exercise.
And does that happen?
Rarely. Usually I just end up watching something on my phone until I fall asleep.
Honestly, same. That's a really common pattern, though.
Is it bad?
It's not bad exactly, but if it's affecting your sleep, that can actually hurt your focus the next day.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I have noticed some nights I go to bed way later than I planned.
Right? And then the next morning.
I hit snooze twice.
Exactly. And the whole cycle starts again.
Oh my gosh, it's a cycle. I never connected those dots before.
Yeah, it's kind of eye-opening once you see it as one connected loop instead of separate problems.
Wait, connected loop is a great way to describe it. Morning phone use leads to a scattered brain, which leads to distractions during work, which leads to a late night, which leads to a bad morning again.
Exactly. So it's not really about one single fix, it's more about breaking the loop somewhere.
Okay, so where do I break it?
Honestly, wherever feels easiest for you. Some people start with mornings, some people start with sleep.
I think for me, mornings might be easiest. Like, what if I don't check my phone the second I wake up?
That's a great place to start. Even just delaying it by 15 or 20 minutes can help.
Okay, I'm going to try that tomorrow. Wait, actually, can we go back to something? You mentioned earlier you also get distracted sometimes. What does that look like for you?
Oh, for me, it's usually messaging apps. I'll open one to send a quick message, and then somehow I'm reading a group chat from 3 days ago.
Ha! That is so real.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Actually, I remember one time I sat down to write something important, and I told myself, just check messages first. 2 hours later, I had written 0 words.
2 hours?
2 hours. I was honestly a little embarrassed when I looked at the clock.
Okay, that makes me feel so much better about my dog videos.
Ha! See, nobody's perfect here.
Can I ask, what finally got you back on track?
Honestly, I just closed the messaging app completely and put my phone in another room.
Another room? That feels extreme.
It sounds extreme, but it actually works really well. If it's not in reach, it's a lot easier to ignore.
Huh, out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly. That's a perfect phrase for it. If something's not visible, we tend to forget about it more easily.
Okay, I'm adding that one to my list. Out of sight, out of mind.
So, let's recap the 3 big focus problems we've talked about today.
Okay, go for it.
First, starting the day already distracted from scrolling before work even begins.
Right, the scattered brain thing.
Second, the afternoon slump, low energy that makes you want to reach for coffee but actually needs movement instead.
The fake working problem.
Yes, exactly. And third, notifications interrupting your flow throughout the day, which take way longer to recover from than we realize.
And that whole thing connects into evenings too, because being tired messes up sleep, and bad sleep messes up the next morning.
Exactly. It's all one connected loop, like you said.
Wow, okay, this conversation actually helped me understand my own day a lot better.
That's what I love about talking things through. Sometimes you don't realize the pattern until you say it out loud.
Definitely. Okay, before we wrap up, can we do a couple of the phrases again? I want to make sure they stick.
Sure, let's do it.
Zone out.
Right, when your mind wanders away without you noticing.
Power through.
Pushing forward with effort, even when something's hard.
In the middle of something.
Being currently busy, so you can't talk right now.
Do not disturb.
A setting or mindset where you block out interruptions on purpose.
And out of sight, out of mind.
If you can't see it, you're less likely to think about it or be tempted by it.
Perfect. I feel like I actually understand these now, not just memorize them.
That's exactly the goal. Okay, before we finish, let me give you 3 useful expressions to remember from today. Zone out, power through, and out of sight, out of mind.
Got it?
And one practical takeaway. Try protecting the first 20 minutes of your day without your phone. It's a small change, but it can shift the whole day.
I'm actually excited to try that tomorrow.
Good luck. Let us know how it goes.
Will do.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Keep practicing a little English every day.
And we'll see you in the next episode of Real English with Mike and Lily.